Zeus had defeated his father. He had chained the Titans. He ruled the sky. But one prophecy made him hesitate, not because it threatened Olympus, because it threatened him. It was not about war. It was not about rebellion. It was about a child, and the mother who would try to defy fate. Her name was Thetis. Thetis was one of the Nereids, daughters of Nereus, the old man of the sea. Unlike the loud and temperamental gods of Olympus, the sea carried an older kind of power, quiet, patient, inevitable. And with Thetis came a warning. It was foretold that she would bear a son greater than his father. In another world, this might have sounded like a blessing, but Olympus was not built on blessings. Zeus himself had overthrown his father Kronos. Kronos had done the same to his own father before him. In Greek mythology, family reunions were complicated. So when Zeus heard that Thetis would bear a son greater than his father, he did not hear promise. He heard repetition. In the ancient world, prophecies were never just mystical poetry. They reflected real fears. Power was fragile, dynasties were unstable, and every ruler, divine or mortal, feared the same thing: replacement. Both Zeus and Poseidon desired Thetis, but once the prophecy became known, desire turned into caution. Zeus made a rare choice. He stepped aside. Instead, he arranged for Thetis to marry a mortal king, Peleus. It was a practical solution. If her son was destined to surpass his father, then let that father be mortal. Olympus could tolerate a great hero. It could not tolerate another revolution. From this union was born Achilles. And Thetis knew what the prophecy meant. Her son would be extraordinary. But greatness in Greek mythology rarely comes without a cost. In some versions of the myth, Thetis dipped Achilles into the river Styx, holding him by his heel to make him invulnerable. In others, she tried to burn away his mortality in sacred fire. The details change, but the intention remains the same: a mother trying to outwit fate. It is easy to speak of destiny when it belongs to someone else. It is much harder when it belongs to your child. When the Trojan War approached, Thetis knew what awaited Achilles: glory and a short life. She tried to hide him. Disguised as a girl among the daughters of King Lycomedes, Achilles was meant to remain unseen, safe, forgotten. But Greek heroes are rarely allowed quiet lives. Odysseus exposed him with a simple trick, placing weapons among gifts, and Achilles reached for the sword. Some destinies do not need to be announced. They reveal themselves. Greek mythology teaches something unsettling. The gods may control storms. They may shape wars. They may punish or reward. But even they do not escape fate. Fate, or Moira, stands above them, not as a tyrant, but as a boundary. Achilles went to Troy. He became exactly what the prophecy foretold: greater than his father, greater than most men, and doomed. When he fell, struck in the heel, the myth did not merely end a hero's life. It completed a pattern, a cycle of power, a reminder. Thetis tried everything. She sought protection in sacred waters. She sought safety in disguise. She sought mercy in the hearts of gods. But perhaps the tragedy of Thetis is not that she failed. It is that she understood. She understood that greatness demands sacrifice, and she loved her son anyway. If even the gods cannot escape fate, what does that mean for us? Perhaps the ancient Greeks were not telling us that destiny is cruel. Perhaps they were telling us that courage is not the absence of fate, but the decision to face it. And in that sense, Thetis was never merely a sea goddess. She was the quiet force behind a legend. and the mother who stood at the edge of inevitability and chose love. If you enjoy exploring mythology beyond the surface, consider subscribing. There are many legends left to uncover.